there, welcome to Elm Colors. I'm Erica. On today's video, I am going to be doing a review and flip through of the Colorya Imaginor pencils and the Mandalas Magical Nature book. These items were sent to me by the company. This is the first time I'm ever reviewing something that a company has sent me. And I had heard good things about these before, and that is why I accepted, and I'm happy to say that they lived up to what I heard. So let's get started. So first I'm going to do a flip through of the book here. I'm hoping I have this. Might have to zoom out just a little bit. Okay, it should be most of the way in there. So this is a top flip book. So spiral bound at the top. The paper in this book is heavenly. I really like it. So when you open up, you start with your title, or your book belongs to page. And each page has a lovely little design. So this is me testing out some of the pencils down here. And then we've just got a nice selection of some mandalas with flowers, mandalas and butterflies. There are a couple of just individual mandalas in here as well. So here's one. I do like this one. And then this is one of the ones that I had colored. So I used my Inktense pencils in this book, and I absolutely loved how they worked on this paper. I had so much fun doing that. The paper is super thick. Like, I don't even know. I'm not sure what the weight of the paper is, but it's like a heavy cardstock. And I really found that fun to work on. So, especially with these Inktense pencils. So there's that. And I also have some gold gel pen around there. And then we get into some of these ones that are animals. So the animals then have the mandala patterns on them. And then there's some some of them are in the mandala patterns, and then there's like doodlies on them. Now, I know you guys have heard me probably talk before about how mandalas are not necessarily my favorite. I can do them sometimes when they're simple and they have other elements with them. I'm good to go. If it's just a mandala, that's when it starts to affect me. Like this one I can see doing because I like the bees in here. I can see lots of, different honeycomb colors in there. I think that would be really pretty. And then you've got these ones here. So a lot of these ones now are like it's almost like a Zentangle kind of feel to me. But then you have several nature ones, and I really like the animal ones. So there's that one. Now, like, some of them do get a little busy for me, but I know tons of people love that. And so I will show you what I did to combat that here in a minute. I really think this one's beautiful. I don't know that I would have the patience to color it. Like, if I could just color this quarter and then copy it all the way around, that would be good. But yeah, I think it's beautiful, and I think somebody out there is going to make it look just as beautiful as it could be. So yeah, here's a cool wolf. This is one that I have an idea in mind that I haven't gotten to yet. I think this one's really cute. This could be a great one for fall. So here's one that I did. And you can see that I kind of just ignored all the patterns. I could have gone in and done like a light layer of white acrylic paint or gesso just to cover up the lines a little bit more, but I wanted you guys to kind of see how it looks this way as well. And then down here on the white areas, you can see I did use my Posca to white out some of the designs. And then on the flowers, I used some Posca around the outsides, but everything else is pretty much in there. I really had fun using this. And this is also using the Colorya pencils, which worked wonderfully on this paper. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to do. So there's that one. Then we've got this beautiful feather. This is one that I can see with like watercolors. I think that would be really beautiful. I thought this one was so cute. I love that it's on the angle and it's like this little cat just kind of peeking out. I think it's a cat. Yeah, it's a cat. But I thought that was cute. This is when I started. So this is one that I've used alcohol markers on, and I've started going through with some Prismacolor pencils to do some shading. And basically, I'm just going to, like on the deer here, I did the whole thing brown, and then I'm going to pick a few sections to shade with the brown. But a lot of it is probably going to just be shaded like it's just all a solid image. And that's fine. You don't have to go in and do all the little bits and bobs. The alcohol markers, this is pretty thirsty paper. So the alcohol markers did soak up, the paper did soak up a lot of ink, but it hardly bled through at all. You can see the back there. I feel like my book is getting heavier than it was. Okay. But yeah, so this is what I'm working on currently. This is another one that I really liked. I can see this in lots of like deep reds and turquoises and golds. I think that would be beautiful. There's a cool lion. I love this little hedgehog. This chameleon one is really cute. This would be fun to do in a rainbow pattern. There's this one. I think these are two dogs. I think that's what this is. It's kind of hard to tell with the patterns, so you would have to kind of look a little bit. This was the only page that I had trouble seeing what it was, but I think it's a dog, two dogs. I like this one a lot. I think that one is really cute. This one would be great for spring. This eagle is gorgeous. There's a horse. I like that one too. Nice ram. And then this one I like a lot as well. And this is another one that I've been eyeing to do as well. So this is another one on my list. But there is the book. Like I said, a variety of mediums worked on it. I'm going to be trying lots of pencils. I'm going to be trying some of my inks, my watercolors. I did use those ink tints already, so I know the water mediums should work on there fine. Yeah, just really, really had fun with this book, and I'm so thankful that they reached out to me. And then let's talk about the pencils. So this is how it comes, and of course I put the thing back on, not thinking about I'm gonna have to take it back off. It just gets stuck on the little edging. There we go. All right, so it does come in a case already, which is wonderful. Saves you the hassle of having to try to find a case for it. And these are the pencils. So you can see that I did just keep them in the order that they came, which we'll talk about that in a second. But they look really nice. They're a nice pencil. They're nice and solid. The color names are really big, so you can see what color you're using. Each of them has a number at the bottom, so if you make sure to write down the name and the number, if you're sharpening, as you're sharpening, you won't lose that. You'll still know what number pencil that is. And it has a really pretty little design on the end of it. I'll probably show you on a darker color. It'll look a little better. But yeah, I have been using these and enjoying them. Here is the swatch chart that I just did really quickly when I first opened them. The only pencil that I'm really questioning is this camel one. I wonder if it's supposed to be a different color. I'm not sure, because it's just like a gray, and it's in the middle of all of these like orangey beige colors. So I wonder if maybe that was a mistake with that pencil. I don't know. But everything else is lovely. Some really good, I've been having fun with the pinks quite a bit and the greens. I do wish that there were some of the greens were a little more natural looking. It's kind of hard to combine those to get more natural color greens, and I'll show you some of that work here in a second that I've been doing in other books with these pencils. Lots of great blues. Yeah, I mean, it's a good collection of colors. I wish there were a couple more browns and that there were cooler grays, but you know, with 72 pencils, you only have a limited amount, and I understand that. And I can layer. These pencils do layer pretty well on the papers that I've tried them on so far, so I've been able to adjust the tone of things pretty well. But yeah, this camel pencil was the only one that really stumped me. And then adding these amethyst and ultramarine colors over here was kind of, I questioned that. I didn't know why they weren't with the purples and the blues. But yeah, nice variety of colors. So yeah, so let me, and this is a nice hard case, so you can hear it's not like a flimsy case. Each section has a nice, like really thick piece of chipboard. I'm assuming it's chipboard in there so that it's not floppy or flimsy. It's individual pencil holders instead of like pockets where you have to shove 3 or 4 of them in there. I love that. But yeah, it's my favorite kind of case actually. So now on to some work that I have been doing with these. These are all just whips. I do have one completed page that I did, but the first one is this one. Now, the brown around the outside and the brown, all the brown that you see is marker, alcohol or water-based marker. But the red and the turquoise and the green that is on here and the yellow and then the little mouse, those are all from the Colorya pencils. And I think that it works really well on this Amazon paper. I was very surprised. You know, this Amazon paper is always such a headache for people, and it worked. I did have to layer a little bit just to kind of get rid of some of that white space. And then if I want to go in even further, I could use, you know, blending solution or a blender pencil or a blender marker and, you know, take that out even more. So just for example, here is my, what is this, Caran d'Ache blender. And if I go over, you can see how easy that just blends. I mean, it's working wonderfully, and I'm not even pushing hard, which is nice. So yeah, if I want to go through and darken things up or put multiple layers on there, we can definitely get all of the white spots out. But another way to combat that is to use alcohol markers. And since this is a single-sided page, I can do that and then go over top with the pencils. So I am going to finish this page with those pencils, I think, just to see how a whole page looks. And so far, I'm really enjoying how that's looking. Then I tried it on this paper in A Million Magical Creatures, and I did the flowers here, and I like this so far. I didn't love the green selection that I had in there, so I probably will do something different for the greens. But like on the frogs and the other flowers and stuff and the fairy, I'll probably still use the Colorya pencils just to see how it goes. I may add in some markers here and there. We'll see. But I wanted more of like a sage kind of green color, and what I was getting was like a really vibrant, just a bright, vibrant green, and that wasn't the look that I wanted. So I erased it, and you can still see it, but it's, I mean, I had colored pretty hard. So, that's with it being erased. So the erasability is, you know, it's all right, but you know, I wonder if I do it a little bit more. No, but I'll be able to go over top of that with the color of my choice, so that won't be an issue. But they worked well in the paper from Lulu Mayo Books. They worked well in the paper from Tales from the Midnight Masquerade, and I did a little juggler girl here. I was worried about skin tone, but that skin tone turned out okay. Yeah, I think that's cute. This big rat freaks me out, but that's why I want to color it. Because I'm going to make him look cool, and that's my goal. And I haven't colored very much in this book, so I need to do more. But yeah, there's the little juggler girl. And then I finished a page with those pencils in the Bold Springtime to Color by Ellery Fowler. And I did this page, and I really like it. I love how it turned out. It worked well with the lighter colors. I was able to get nice light spring colors. You can see on the leaves, they are all pretty vibrant, but I was able to tone it down just a little bit using kind of like the mossy colors that they have in there. layered with some of the brighter greens. So like these leaves on the outside, I wanted them to be a little more natural looking, and these leaves, I want them to be a little more vibrant. Well, not vibrant, but just a different tone. But I think it turned out really well. And I don't know if you'll be able to see the background. I'm going to hold it up. The background is all done as well with the Colorya pencils. Just added in some little dots and little diamond things. Added a little bit of white Posca to places. But yeah, I think that turned out really cute. So yeah, I like the pencils. They're not my favorite. You know, I love my Prismas. I love my Black Widows. But they're a good pencil. And for the price, I think it's really good. So if you're just starting out and want to learn how to use, they are a harder pencil. I will say that. And I think that's one of the reasons they're not maybe my favorite, because I do tend to prefer the softer pencils. However, let's talk a little bit about the pencils themselves. So you can get 72 pencils and the case on Amazon US for $25.99, which is a pretty good deal for 25 pencils. This company is a French company, so you can get currently on Amazon US, they have available these pencils. They have some gel pens, some like real brush watercolor markers, and then some alcohol markers as well. And then they have 3 books available. They have the Magical Mandala one that we have here, Magical Mandalas Nature. They have a Night Mandala one and just a regular Mandalas one. And those ones range from $16.99 to $18.99. And then I also went over and checked on Amazon, UK, France, Germany. They have a plethora of books available, and some of them look really cute. So I'm very interested in what some of the other ones look like, because I really do like the paper quite a bit. So if I can get a hold of some of those other ones, I think that I would really enjoy them. There's a couple really cute looking ones with like little characters and things that just seem very interesting to me. Their newest book, I think, is 4 Seasons, and that's the one I've kind of been seeing around on other people's channels. And that one looked really cool to me too. But I'm very happy to have what they sent me. Very appreciative that they reached out to me. And you may have seen this recently on my Instagram channel. I did a story a few weeks ago, well, maybe a couple weeks now. And then I've just been playing with the pencils and the book since then. So wanted to make sure that I had a good grip on it before I just came on here and said, yeah, I got these things and they're great. And I haven't really used them, but you can see now that I have used them and I do like them. So, that is it for today. If you guys are, in the UK or, someplace other and you can shop at a different Amazon, check out Colorya and see what other books they have available. But if you really love the mandalas, these mandalas are beautiful. The paper is gorgeous. If you're going to use alcohol markers, I would suggest you use the cheaper brands just so you don't suck all of the ink out of your Copics. But yeah. Yep, I think that's it for today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye!